Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our next issue of Let's Talk Politics, coming live from the island of the Turks and Caicos Islands. First of all, let me take this opportunity to say good evening to those folks here in Salt Key, South Caicos, Middle Caicos, North Caicos, and indeed right here in the island of Providenciales. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you haven't seen a show for quite some time, but we are back on track as there's so many things that are going on here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. So let me also take this opportunity to welcome the viewers from all across the globe, especially Turks Islanders residing in the Bahamas, in Jamaica, in the Cayman Islands, there in the United States of America, in Canada, in London, and indeed in the rest of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, also let me take this opportunity to thank those of you who have emailed me, sending your comments based on the Let's Talk Politics program. And also let me take this time to welcome, and I'm pleased to report that as of today we are now over 10,000 persons logging in and watching this program from all across the world and growing on a daily basis. So let me take this time to welcome you here tonight. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce my guest. He's no stranger to those of you here in the Turks and Caicos Islands, but he is a former chaplain of our House of Assembly here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. He's a minister of the gospel. He served as the pastor here in Providenciales at House of Prayer Ministry up in Long Bay, Providenciales. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a civic leader in every sense of the word. This evening, I welcome here to Let's Talk Politics, the Reverend Edwin Lightburn. Good night, Reverend Lightburn.
How you doing?
How you doing?
It's good to be here.
Welcome to Let's Talk Politics. Would you like to greet our Turks Islanders and global viewers?
Yes, good night. As Brother Sean has said, I'm Pastor Lightburn. It's my first time here on Let's Talk Politics on the internet here. And I want to greet all of you here in the Turks and Caicos, and of course, all of you in the great wide world that are tuning in to Let's Talk Politics and to find out what is going on here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. It's a whole lot, and so we're going to get into the meat of the order in moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me say that we tonight in the Turks and Caicos Islands, we have been shaken to the core as to what is going on in our nation. We have the issue with the British government, the impending Commission of Inquiry. We are dealing with the issue of widespread corruption. We are dealing with the issue of our hospital that is now costing us more than the national budget. Our national budget that is currently being debated as we speak is estimated at $226 million. The cost of the hospital, 40 bedrooms here in Providenciales and 20 in Grand Turk. The principal loan is estimated at $235 million plus interest. So we are getting more than a 6 for a 9 here in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and on that issue, the hospital. We're also dealing with our national budget. Today, the Minister of Finance admitted in the House of Assembly that here in the Turks and Caicos Islands, we are making history again. The greatest, the biggest deficit
In history.
that this country have ever seen was recorded today at $35 million. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have the issue that has taken our people by a storm more than anything else. Our premier has been accused of sexually assaulting a guest to this country, and it has sent our people into a state of disbelief. So this evening, my guest, the Reverend Edwin Lightburn, And I think it's important for you, our global viewers and Turks Islanders all across the globe, indeed here in Turks and Caicos Island, to get a perspective from the church and see what spiritual leaders have to say on many of these issues. So, Reverend Lightman,
yes,
let us start out with the issue of this alleged sexual assault or rape by our premier on this foreign U.S. citizen. And let me make it clear to our viewers that about 2.5 weeks ago, when the rumor came around this country that our premier was being accused of raping someone, and the FBI was in our country dealing with the matter, it was only a rumor until the premier came and make a statement on 2 Thursday nights ago to this nation, confirming that this is not just a rumor, it is a fact. So, Rev, can you, for our viewers,
yes,
can you let us, how do you feel about this situation that has now overwhelmed us here in the Turks and Caicos Islands?
Well, Mr. Malcolm, to say the least, that I am terribly disappointed in that our leader, the premier of this country, would even be instigated in such an event to be accused of sexual assault on another lady, a tourist from the United States. And the folks who've been tuning into Let's Talk Politics and have known what's happening in our country, our premier is not single. He's a married man. He got married some 2.5 years ago to one Lisa Ray McCoy, who is mythic now. And for our leader, I'm speaking from a church standpoint now, a spiritual standpoint, for our leader, even to be instigated in such misconduct, and he is a married man. We have to also recognize that we are a Christian nation. We are a godly country, a country that honors and recognizes Jehovah God as our God, and we hold the sanctity of marriage at high esteem. And for our leader to be accused, first of all, he's married. What he's doing and how he allowed himself to be caught up in a situation where he's in the room or hotel or his home, I understand that he was with another woman other than his wife. You know, it is so shocking. It is so, it has dropped to so low that our premier would even bring this country to such a disgrace at this point in time, on top of all the other things that this premier have done, the corruption and the funds, embezzlement of funds, and the giving away of land and all this type of stuff. To put that on top of that, and you know, it is quite shocking. It is quite shocking, and we as a Christian nation, we are in horror, and it is a low point for the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands at this moment. And I unequivocally, you know, ask for this premier to, you know, if you mean